Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends Captain America series, Platinum Series, Infinite Series. I don't know which one it is anymore. It said Platinum Series on the box, so I guess that's what it is, even though I thought it was Infinite prior to seeing that box, but whatever. It's the Captain America Marvel Legends Mandroid Build-A-Figure, which I thought initially was going to be just a repaint for the most part of the Ironmonger, but it only shares some parts with it actually. It has quite a few new parts, so that's a very nice thing. I'm very happy about that. That being said, there are definitely a few complaints I have, but overall I do like this figure. I think it's a nice addition to the collection, especially since it's a BAF. It's got some size to it, so I'm okay with that. And it just has some nice shelf presence, even though it's quite lacking in a few areas. Let's look at the height first. It stands about 7 3/4 inches tall, so it's certainly not the tallest Build-A-Figure ever. But like I said, he has some weight to him, even though he's a little hollow in the chest area, but that's okay. He still probably weighs about 3/4 of a pound. And he just, like I said, he looks pretty cool. Definitely could use a black wash on the whole body. And just to give it some detail, and a little bit of paint detail throughout would have been nice, like for this part here, or any of these little pieces that are just plain old solid gray plastic. It's a little disappointing. The S.H.I.E.L.D logo is painted really well, and we do see some yellow throughout and a few bits of silver, but it's just really not enough to make him look good. It looks okay and good enough, but not good. So the head is technically on a ball peg, but you can't really do much with it, at least not with mine. It's really stiff, and since it's in there, I can't grab it to do anything. So I'm lucky I put it on pretty much square, but putting it on even was a pain in the butt for me. I don't know if you guys had trouble with yours, but mine was really difficult to get on in there, and now I can't really move it, so be aware of that. This is a separate piece, so if you want to take that off, you can. It's really cheaply made. Everything else on this guy is pretty decent, but this is super hollow dollar store style cheap. So even when it's on, you know, you can still see the big gaps in the plastic, so that's pretty crappy. I don't care for that too much. They did paint a yellow on there, so that helps, but it's not made very well at all. Shoulders are basically standard ball hinge shoulders. Put them out completely straight to the side, no higher than that. It does have a stop basically right there. Ratcheting swivel. There is no bicep swivel. We do have an elbow hinge, but you only get about 40 degrees out of it, maybe 45. And it does have a swivel, but you can't do much with it. So just a little bit, probably just enough to get this turned enough and this turned enough. But it's still fairly limited. The arms don't have the greatest range of motion, especially when it comes to the hinge. So it's a little disappointing that they couldn't have worked a way to make that a little bit better. The ab crunch or torso or diaphragm joint, which I guess it really is, feels like a single ball peg. It could be double. It might be double. I'm not sure. It came as one solid piece, so I didn't pull it apart to check. But it actually has pretty good range of motion. Side to side, front to back, rotation, so that's pretty nice. Do the wrists move? I didn't even look at the wrists yet. I don't know. Yeah, they do. The wrists still swivel, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of tough to get in there. This one's not wanting to go. Maybe it doesn't and this one does. It should. They should both. I don't know. That one's not moving. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. This one certainly did though, unless I'm losing my mind. No, it does. So I don't know what the deal is with that. The hips are T-jointed ball hinges. You know, standard range of motion for a thick guy. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Pretty good range of motion actually for that. The ankles have ball hinges that swivel at the top and the bottom, so you can get an ankle rocker out of them if you want to. Put the leg out to the side. I don't know what kind of pose you would do for this guy, but you can do some posing, so that's actually pretty nice. I don't know if you would probably do that pose, but you can if you want to. For being as static as it is, as limited as it is, he can get in some pretty nice poses fairly easily, so I do appreciate that. So like I said, it's not like the best Build-A-Figure ever, and it certainly has some flaws, but it's still pretty good, and I still like it, and I'm still probably going to build 2 of them. I don't know why I want to build 2, but I do. I'm pretty sure they come in 3s. I haven't seen much in the way of comics about these guys since I don't read them. I haven't looked them up yet. I'm wondering if they're supposed to be this color, or if they should be a little shinier and a little more silver-like. You guys can let me know about that. But either way, it's still cool as is, so I'm okay with it. There's a little bit of marbling in the plastic, as we see quite often with the metallic plastics. As we saw with Ironmonger, you can kind of see the swirling in there. That's okay, it looks kind of cool. But I definitely could have used some paint on this guy that he doesn't have. So it is cool, I do recommend you build him. It's a nice Build-A-Figure. It's just not impressive as I was hoping it would be, but it still is pretty impressive, so I do like it, and I do recommend it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.